Right, we're back. Part 2. This is going to be longer because I have to beat Mars and Gardenia. And I should also probably prepare for that. With my first gym of this ROM hack completed Nethos, I was feeling confident that despite the upcoming fight against Mars and Gardenia, I would be able to manage and nothing bad would ever happen as a result of my absolute undeniable skill. With my confidence, I backtracked back to Jubilife with the intent of making my way to Floroma Town before running in with Looker. Oh shit. Did you want to tell me his social security number now? No, I don't want your IP address. Alright, so he said that there's nobody suspicious here, so we should be fine. Oh, look at that. So Looker's a lying piece of shit, because after telling me he saw no criminals within the city, I run into 2 people mugging the professor, and I'm not sure how he missed them because they dyed their fucking hair blue. There's no way this man's speaking casually as he's being mugged. No wonder it was easy to mug him all those other times. What is with those outlandish outfits? He's just saying your fucking fit's trash. Oh shit. Yes, Professor, use us children to defend yourself. Because only I am allowed to exploit the elderly, I engage in battle with the Team Galactic grunts to establish my superiority. This fight introduces the concept of double battles, which will be a much larger issue later on because the AI likes to fuck with you in every possible regard. But after the defeat of the discounted Tesla employees, I make my way over to Floroma Town with the intent of passing through on my way to Eterna. God damn it. So I can only assume that Tesla has begun a hostile takeover of this random guy's house and turned it into a field of wind turbines to fuel their energy-efficient business endeavors. And I have to stop them because I hate the environment and don't care about turtles or penguins because they don't pay my taxes. Oh yeah, that's right, the other works key is not here. My cohort's in the Flower Patch is the only other one, so please don't go there. After the Tesla employee kindly tells me step by step how to break into the building that he's locked himself into, I make my way to another group of Tesla employees who are engaging in business activities with a honey distributor, likely in an attempt to use the bees he has to produce a well-sustaining bee farm that can be used to up the number of wild bees so as to better the environment, which, as I previously stated,
I can't let happen.
Oh shit, they're just gonna fucking silence me. I take it back, they are competent. They take no hesitation killing witnesses. Right, yeah, that's easy. Good. Even if it was a crit, I don't think that killed. Okay, nice, and I can just kill it now with, oh, no, it's just dead. After defeating the employees, I make my way back to the wind turbine farm after the honey distributor gives me, a 10-year-old child, some random guy's house keys that he found on the ground. Fight the grunts here. There's no way. How did you find it after I told you its location? After going back to the renewable energy farm, I find an angry Tesla executive protecting a League of Legends player, and this fight is very well known for being incredibly fun for masochists due to the sheer pain it causes. However, with my IQ of more than 4, probably I devise a plan to overcome the issues presented by this battle through leading with Doug, as I intend to kill the Zubat who Mars leads with in a single hit. Following this, Mars sends out Yammer, who my plan for is to have Charmeleon come in on a Silver Wind and take the KO with 2 Embers. Unfortunately, the combination of an Air Cutter and Sonic Boom leave Charmeleon incapable of taking the KO on the following Bronzor with 2 more Embers before being taken out itself. But here's where my genius comes in. See, my extensive knowledge of the game tells me that if I bring in Doug, the Bronzor will dedicate his life to landing Hypnosis because the AI in this game is part of a cult following that worships inaccurate status moves. The result of Hypnosis landing will trigger Doug's Synchronized ability, which will be putting Bronzor to sleep and allowing me to switch. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, so after missing a Hypnosis, Bronzor goes on the offensive, spamming Gyro Ball until Doug becomes at risk of a crit. My only option now is to switch to DK and pray. For fuck's sake! To get myself out of this mess, I first sacrifice a sacrificial Poochyena to the blood-hungry Copper Wheel, but not before landing a sand attack in hopes of DK being able to wake up before extrasensory kills him, and now all I truly can do is pray. No, I shouldn't be staying in here, I should not be staying in, I should not be staying in, why am I staying in? Oh no, oh no. The loss of DK is devastating, and with little options remaining I send him a chop, hoping that he can live at least one extra sensory before being taken out. So after going through the traumatic death of DK, I figured out that Machop was not only faster than Bronzor, but also strong enough to one-shot it, thus invalidating any significance DK's sacrifice had, and also Poochyena, but it's fucking Poochyena, so fuck him. Not only that, but Machop also simply lives the facade from Perugly and then proceeds to one-shot it as well, the biggest threat on Mars's team, in a single hit, which ends the fight in a sad and underwhelming way, causing me to head to Game Freak and protest any future appearance of Bronzong in the Pokemon series. I looked to the man who I just rescued in the hopes that he might reward me for saving him from the grief of being sold a Tesla Cybertruck in order to lift the sadness that came with the loss of my pet fire monkey. Come on, give me some consolation. What are you going to give me as a reward for sacrificing my monkey for you? I'm going to burn your home down if you don't give me some kind of compensation. You don't appear to be giving me anything. You're going to tell me of a fucking balloon Pokemon. I've already seen the fucking balloon, but this isn't the last you've seen of me.
A few moments later.
After that, I gathered a new team constructed with the sole purpose of beating Gardenia, who, coincidentally, is also an environmentalist. At what point do these bastards get off at making me suffer? And then begin to make my way over to Eternity, but in order to get to Eternity, however, I must first pass through Eterna Forest with Cheryl, but at this point of the game is modified to where you have to fight Cheryl before you can travel with her, so of course I'm very quick to get past her and move on.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Magikarp is just barely capable of coming in and finishing this satanic Humpty Dumpty, and the pain caused by the loss of his comrades causes him to evolve immediately after, and so I head back to Floroma and gather what left of my box that can be used to help defeat Gardenia, and pray that my future encounters can lend me some much needed assistance. I'm trying to help you. I want you to live, Taylor, no. Taylor, no.
The comrades I've lost won't stop hurting.
Not only did this stupid green-haired twat kill the team that I specifically organised to defeat Gardenia, but is now actively trying to sabotage my team through killing the Taillow I had hoped to catch for the sake of rebuilding my team. I am highly convinced that Gardenia is paying her off to do all this, and now I'm incredibly pissed and can never truly forgive Gardenia or the environment. At long last, I arrive in Eternity and am informed that Gardenia is located in the mountains on Route 216, which fills me with hope that a potential Ice-type encounter can save my run. I make my way to Mount Coronet, where I first catch a Pure Power Meditite, which adds some much needed power onto my team, followed by a Cleffa in the mountain itself. Pretty nice. Just ignore what I said about Clefairy earlier. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Flashback.
Fuck you. Stupid fucking Clefairy. I fucking hate Clefairy. Clefairy's for stupid people. Just forget I said it. Just forget about it. And finally I make it to Route 16, where the saviour of my run presents itself as... As much as I want to say that Smoochum can defeat the major threats that Gardenia has on her team, that simply isn't true, and so I find Gardenia, make my way back down the mountain, where I remember to go for another encounter on the right hand side of Coronet, and this is where I find the run's true saviour, Kelloggs' Cornflakes bird. And so, with heavy training being performed and changes being made onto the team to adjust to the upcoming fight, I enter the battle with Gardenia in vengeance for the lives that she's taken. The fight starts with our team gaining decent footing as the first two moves of Burb take out the Blossom and the Baited and Broom, which already secures one of Gardenia's scarier Pokemon. However, when I fail to comprehend the berry on the now brought in Tangela, Burb eats a nasty shockwave and ensures that his role in the fight is over as I switch into Satan the Clefable. The Fable comes in on a grass knot which triggers his cute charm ability, allowing me to immobilize Tangler and recover HP from it until it dies using Drain Kiss, but our fairy typing bakes in Gardenia's ace, Roserade. Because of the threat posed by Sludge, I can't stay in with Satan, so I switch to Gyarados, who unfortunately gets poisoned on the switch and becomes at risk of a critical hit, meaning I have to switch to Kelloggs and hope that Gardenia uses a resisted move. She does, and Kelloggs is able to switch in, but it's quickly revealed that this battle won't be won without sacrifice, as Magical Leaf does much more than I could have anticipated. And so, with a heavy heart, I command Kelloggs to fire off a single air slash before falling at the hands of Roserade. Gyarados comes in next,
It's like they're all still there.
and finishes Roserade off with an Ice Fang, and thus defeating the hardest part of the fight, which means that the rest of the fight must be strategically manoeuvred to avoid carelessness claiming yet another member of my team. But now, with a victory within clear view, in a time where I once thought that my team had lost all chance of succeeding, I send in Satan to claim the victory through first taking out the Cherub in a series of trades between Draining Kiss and Grass Knot, to which we come out on top. But the battle isn't over, and Grottle threatens my team with its sheer bulk combined with leftovers and Leech Seed recovery. However, Satan wasn't raised a bitch and lands a Raw Sting in order to devastate the scraps remaining of Gardenia's team, and just like that, the battle is won. Like, going from just being almost wiped by Cheryl to, getting a Smoochum as my Ice-type encounter, I honestly did not think that I was going to make it. And I would like to thank my, the Kellogg's bird, the Cornflakes bird, for bringing me this far. He was a true soldier until the end, risked his life to kill that Roserade. And without him, we would be not here today, but our entire team lives because of a cereal brand that, I gotta say, Cornflakes is W cereal. This has changed my perspective on cereal, and I'm bleeding, I'm dying, I'm bleeding out. Well, that's gonna be it. Part 2, finally over, and I will see you next time for part 3, where I have to fight Jupiter.